Hey there, friends. How's it going? I wanted to make you guys aware that Russia and the U.S. now both currently have aircraft carriers in the Syrian waters in a sort of a face-off. Things are really heating up in that area, in the region. Keep watching this video to see the high-stakes war preparedness taking place in the Syrian waters. U.S. carrier strike force enters Syrian waters. Syrian crisis assumed a big power dimension this week with the buildup of rival United States and Russian naval air carriers armadas in Syrian waters. DEPCA files military sources report. The USS George H.W. Bush arrived Wednesday, November 23rd, in the wake of the three Russian warships anchored earlier opposite Tartus, which established a command post in the Syrian port. They will be augmented by Russia's only aircraft carrier, the Admiral Kuznetsov, which is due in mid-week. By deploying 70 ships-borne fighter bombers plus 3 heavy guided missile cruisers and 5 guided missile destroyers opposite Syria, Washington has laid down military support for any intervention the Arab League, in conjunction with Turkey, may decide on. Bashar Assad can see for himself that Washington has hoisted a nuclear area umbrella to protect his allies, Israel, Turkey, and Jordan, against retaliation. His armed forces highly command pledged Friday for the deaths of 6 Syrian Air Force elite pilots in an ambush Thursday. For some time, Ankara has been weighing the creation of a protected haven for rebels and refugees inside Syria. France has proposed slicing humanitarian corridors through Syria for them to flee safely from military tank and gunfire and secure supply of food, medicine, and other essential supplies to the cities under army siege. Both plans would depend on being safeguarded by substantial ground and air strength inside Syria, which would certainly face fierce resistance from Assad's military. The Arab League has scheduled weekend meetings to decide how to proceed after Damascus ignored its Friday deadline for accepting hundreds of monitors. Saturday, November 26, AL finance ministers will discuss economic sanctions. In the past 48 hours, at least 70 people were reported killed as the Syrian army continued its crackdown in the face of spreading armed opposition. The Russian Kuznetsov carrier and its accompanying strike vessels will join the 3 Russian warships parked opposite Tartus for more than a week. It will enter the same Syrian offshore waters as the USS Bush and the US 6th Fleet, which is permanently posted in the Mediterranean. The Syrian crisis is therefore building up to a superpower face-off unparalleled since the Cold War between America and the Soviet Union, ending in the 90s. DEPCA files, military sources note. While Washington clearly stands ready to back operations against the Assad regime, Moscow is drawing a red line around his presidential palace in Damascus. The Kremlin is warning the U.S., NATO, and the Arab League that they will not be allowed to repeat their feat in Libya of overthrowing Muammar Gaddafi against Assad. In the face of this escalating big power standoff and the high possibility of the Syrian ruler declining to lash out against his country's neighbors, the Israeli, Jordanian, and Turkey armies have declared a high state of war preparedness.